Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at our watch list for next week. We're going to be going through this list of names here. We got a lot of bangers on here. We got Nail, we got Soundhound, STX, LMT, Oracle, SMR is a good one, BA. We're going to be taking a look at the charts and the signals in today's video. We're going to go through this whole entire list here today. It's an early one. It is Saturday. Normally we drop these watch lists every single Friday, but yesterday I was traveling, so we're doing it today here, Saturday. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies to watch next week according to our indicators here. So if you guys are new to the channel, we are swing traders here. We are not day traders. These trades are for 1 to 6 months out. What we do here is we trade the macro time frames, and we are looking at these green dots as our buy signals and the red dots as our sell signals. We also use MACDs and moving averages. But what we're going to be doing is scanning the charts today, looking for opportunities. And I've already done a lot of scanning before logging on here. So a lot of these names are setting up with our parameters. I just want to go ahead and actually cover our trading rules real quick because we haven't gone over these in a while. So everything that we do here, folks, is based on three things, okay? We call it the LDD method. We base all of our trades based on logic, data, and discipline. So logic is the way we think about the market and what we're doing, right? Those are going to be the rules. The data is going to be from the charts, right? The green dots are our buy signals. The red dots are our sell signals. We're taking into consideration these divergence indicators, looking at price action, where things bounced, where they are bouncing again, where they topped out, okay? And we utilize this indicator right here to tell us when to buy and sell. So we are swing traders, once again, that focus on 2 time frames here. Again, these are not day trades, guys. We are not trading a 1-minute chart or a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart. We're hardly even looking at the daily chart anymore. We are focused primarily on the monthly and the weekly chart. So when you trade the longer term time frames, when I talk about the weekly and the monthly chart, right, we're talking about these charts up here, right? You go to the 1 week time frame, the 1 month time frame, the weekly chart. Each one of these candles is 1 week's worth of time. Okay, 1 week's worth of price action. Okay, a lot of people are in here on the hourly trying to guess where it's going to go every single hour. We're looking at things over more of a long-term perspective, right? We want to buy low and we want to sell high. Okay, so again, that's very important to understand. This is not a day trading channel. If you guys are here to day trade, this is not the channel for you. You need to go find a different channel because we just don't swim in that pond, simply because logically, right, 97% of people fail at day trading. Day trading is gambling. Okay, you might have a big day one day, but you're going to lose it all over the next 3 days. Okay, because again, it's just wanting that quick gain. I think that's the scam in the markets. Everybody wants to get rich very, very quick. They want the big 110x move in the matter of 48 hours or 24 hours, right? We're looking at a minimum of 6 months. So when you take a signal, right, when you take one of these trades, I don't even know what we're looking at here, Nail. So typically what we're looking for on a weekly chart is when this blue wave is down here below the white line, okay? When that blue wave is down there below the white line, that indicates that we just had a big pullback, right? I mean, back here, let's just go back here on Nail to 2023. And Nail is a home builder ETF. We took this trade last week, and it broke out on Friday up 19%. So you could see that it pulled back big, right? That pullback from 88 down here to 40, that's not a small pullback. So typically when you're seeing names, right, that's a 52% drop. A lot of retailers are buying when it goes up 52%. We're looking to buy when it's down 52%. And how we know it's had at least a 50% drop is by looking at the weekly chart and identifying, right, where this wave is. If the wave is below this white line, which is what we're going to be looking at on a lot of these names here today, that means it's very oversold, and we want to be looking to buy and accumulate down here, right? If you would have bought this signal back here in 2023 in October, you bought it at $42. $42 went all the way up to 155. That was a 200% trade in the matter of October to January, which would be October, November, December, January. That's a 4-month hold from here to here. So typical time frame for these trades to play out, like I said at the beginning, is 1 to 6 months. That's typically when you see the move higher and when we are taking our trade and our exit, okay, in a 1 to 6 month time frame. So we enter in exit positions using the trading indicator. The green dot means buy, the red dot means sell. Rule number 4 here. So we have two different buying strategies with this. The first one is based on the monthly chart. So again, let's go to a monthly chart here on Nail. And you can see every time this thing gives a green dot with the wave down here on the monthly, it's a great time to buy. So what are we doing? We're buying the green dot on the monthly chart. You can see we got one here in July. We took this trade here from 50. It popped up to 100. It's had a pullback. And now you could see it's starting to reverse. And that signal's probably going to come here either this month or in February. So again, when the wave is down here, we are interested on the monthly. Okay, we want to buy the monthly dots down here. Okay, green dot means buy. Simple as that, guys. I rearranged this in 2026 to make it as easy and simple as possible. The key is simplification. Simplify, simplify, simplify. That's what we're doing in 2026. So that's the first buy strategy. And then the second buy strategy is just based on the weekly chart. So it's the same thing as the monthly. I don't really care on the monthly if it's down below the white line. As long as it's below the 0 line, right? The middle line on the monthly, it's good. You just want to see the blue wave down here on the monthly chart when taking that. I'll pull up an example like Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin gave this signal back in 2023. Okay, we called Bitcoin's green dot out there on the monthly in January 2023. Bitcoin's price was 17,000. Okay, this one got called out in 2019. It was 3,000. Okay, it went from 3,000 all the way up to 70,000. And then this one right here in 2015, Bitcoin was trading at like $600. So right, when you look at the monthly, you want to buy the green dots down here. Sometimes these dots will print, like you got one in October there in 2023, 28,000 all the way up to 120, but it's just you got to analyze where the market's at and what things are doing, right? So again, monthly, you want it down there, and then with the weekly, okay, I want that blue wave below the white line. Okay, I want that below the white line. So you could see Bitcoin is given the signal here. We got that back on the 15th. Right now we're just consolidating, going sideways. Okay, but a lot of these names we're going to look at today have gotten their signals over the last couple of weeks, and I'm telling you guys, these signals don't come every day, right? These come like every 1 to 6 months. So you can see right here, the 15th. The last time we got a green dot with the wave down here on the weekly was all the way back in April. If you guys remember April, everyone was panicking about the tariffs. Everybody was freaking out, not having a good time, right? We pulled back from 110 all the way to 75. I mean, that was like a 30% drop. And then what happened? Boom. So the last time we got a green dot with the wave down here on the weekly on Bitcoin was in April. Okay, that was almost a year ago. That was like 8 or 9 months ago. So when you're thinking about these signals, right, you got to take that into consideration. This doesn't happen every now and then. There's probably 1 or 2 times a year, if you guys are looking at the macro time frames, there's probably 1 or 2 really good buying opportunities every single year. Okay, and in 2026, I think it's right now here in January, especially for altcoins and a lot of these names we're going to cover today. So that's the buy strategy. Again, the weekly, we want the green dot below, with the wave below the white line, right? The monthly, we just want the just want the green dot, right? We got to analyze where the green dot is. The lower the wave down here, the better on the monthly. So that's the buy strategy. Again, just on the weekly and the monthly. And then for the sell strategy, okay, we have 2 different sell strategies. Sell strategy number 1 is we want to sell the red dot in the red zone. This is still on a daily chart. I think this is one of the best selling strategies out there for swing traders. Okay, so if we're entering on a green or a monthly dot with our buy signal, more than likely on the daily chart, you're buying it down here in the golden zone. Okay, so we use something called a Fibonacci tool on the daily chart. Okay, if you guys don't know what the Fibonacci tool is, I have a free trading course over here in the Discord you guys can watch, but that's pretty much going to explain what these zones are. A simplified explanation is when the price is down here in this bottom golden zone, okay, it is a really good time to buy. You can see it hasn't happened on Bitcoin since like all the way back here in 2022. But typically what we're doing on the daily is we're looking at buying these golden zones, right? If you're buying the weekly down here, you're more than likely buying when the price is down here. Okay, and what we're doing for our sell strategy is we are looking to sell a red dot in the red zone. So the red zone is the top of the Fibonacci tool. Again, if you don't have the Fibonacci indicator or the green and red dots or the MACD or any of these indicators that we use, you guys can download them all by coming over here to the trading indicator tab and clicking on this link. It takes a couple of clicks and all these load up. But you can see the last red dot came on the daily chart in the red zone up there at 125. That literally called the exact top on Bitcoin. Okay, and what has it done? It's sold off from 125 all the way down to 90. So we're taking profits when the price on the daily chart gets up here in the red zone. And you can see we're nowhere close to that That for Bitcoin right now is sitting at 120. So right now we're bullish on Bitcoin as long as this dot remains green on the weekly with a target of 120. Okay, and that's sell strategy number one. Very simple. Red dot in the red zone. Okay, red dot in the red zone. Red dot in the red zone. That's where we're taking our profits. Okay, and then the second sell strategy we have here before we get into the charts is going to be we sell when the stochastic RSI, that's the light blue line on the trading indicator, hits the white dotted line, or we get a weekly, or we get a red dot on the weekly chart. Okay, so again, that's just the weekly here. Okay, we can identify this stochastic RSI. That's the light blue line. Okay, the light blue line, when that comes up there and hits that white dotted line, just like it did right here in December, up there at 100, it sold off to 75, came back up, tapped it right here around 112. Okay, and then we also got the red dots in that range as well, and they sold off. So those are the two selling strategies. Red dot on the weekly, okay, or the stochastic touching the white dotted line. You kind of got to just play it by how you feel, but typically we want to be looking for exiting or trimming our positions when this stochastic gets back up there. And then, of course, the daily, I think this is one of the best ones, the red dot in the red zone on the Fibonacci. So, again, if you guys don't know what these indicators are and want a more in-depth look, I have that free trading course over here that you guys can check out completely free inside of the Discord. With that being said, how's everybody doing today? We're going to dive into the watch list now. What's going on, Jeff? What's going on, Explorer? What's going on, Muff? What's going on, Stacy? What's going on, Chuck? What's going on, Arm? What's going on, Landscape? Mr. Chucky, what's happening? Samuel, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy weekend. Again, today is Saturday, January 10th. If you guys are catching the replay, if we can get this video to 300 likes, 300 likes on the replay, I will give away 100 XRP to someone down in the comments section. If we can do it on the live stream, if we can get to 150 likes on the live stream, I'll give away 100 XRP live here before we sign off today. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start here with Nail. So Nail did get the green dot last week. We bought this one. I think I bought it at around 53. Big move on Friday here. So again, what are we doing now? We're simply just waiting until this comes back up here to the red zone, right? When this wave comes back up here is when we're going to start looking for the exit. When that stochastic gets closer to that white dotted line, we're nowhere near it. So I think Nail is going to explode over the next year or two. This is a home builder ETF. Again, we have a position. I think our average cost is around 54. We traded this last time from 50 all the way up here to 100. It did pull back over the last few months, but you can see the signals are coming back onto the chart. So if you miss the green dot, right? If you miss the green dot, what you could do is zoom into like a 4-hour chart or a daily chart and look for the signals on the smaller time frames. So I'd probably be watching the 4-hour. If this came back down to like 55 or 60, that'd be a good spot to snag it. Okay, but if you don't typically want to buy something up 18% on the day. So again, we use the 4-hour and the daily and a little bit of the hourly as well. So I think a good range for this to buy would be like 56 if it pulls back. But that thing already had the move. We were positioned in that before that $18, $19 move. I think we bought that on like Tuesday or Wednesday. SOUN, they announced a partnership with a robotics company we've been holding, which is another name we're going to get to as well. Rich Tech Robotics. They announced a partnership last week with SoundHound, which is an AI play. And that wave just isn't quite below the white line there. It's really close, but just not quite there. So with this one, we'd just be waiting on a green dot next week for the weekly to confirm that move higher. I'd wait for the green dot, wait for the signal on SoundHound. So if I like these guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it into this watch list. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share this green list. So we have about 30 or 40 names on this list. And I'm going to pick out my favorite ones, and I'm going to move them over here into this watch list, and then I'm going to go ahead and share this watch list with you guys over here in the Discord after the stream, so you guys can look at it maybe over the weekend or early next week if you guys are watching the replay here. But I always share my watch list with you guys over here inside of the Discord. So if you want that, just hit that watch list tab right there, and we'll be looking at it. So STX has the monthly. So I'm going to go ahead and put STX on the favorites list for next week. I do like this play off the monthly. It gave us one like back in this range at like 60, and it ended up selling off. But you can see this is a double bottom here. If you guys don't know what a double bottom is, it's where we sell off and hit a level. So we hit 20 cents. We went from 20 cents up to like $4. That was a 2,000% move. And then it sold all the way back off to 20 cents over the last like 2 or 3 years. So you could see I had that white line drawn on here. You could see, boom. Okay, that yellow line, that is where we bounced at support. Okay, that was a perfect bounce off of support right here with the dot. I think STX looks good. That's going to be the first favorite of the day. Lockheed Martin, this one is now crossed over, right? Our buying opportunity on this was down here in August. We should have been buying down here, so this one's too late. I'm going to take that one off the list. We're too late on that one, right? Oracle, though, Oracle looks really good. I like Oracle at 200. I do have a position on this. That's going in the favorites list. So STX and Oracle are my two favorites. This is a very big stock. They are a majority owner of TikTok, and they're just a huge tech company. You can see they make around $16 billion every quarter. Every 4 months, they make $16 billion. So, again, last time we got a green dot with the wave down here was right here in April. 132 all the way up to around 350. Okay, let's do the math on that real quick. If you bought the green dot there and sold the red dot like right here, first red dot netted you around 108%. The second one netted you around 181. So again, buying down here is the key, right? If you guys want to be successful at investing, you got to buy stuff when it's discounted. The majority of retail are going to be buying up here when everyone's excited, when everyone's talking about it, when everyone's having a good time. We want to buy when the sentiment sucks. Okay, when people are just losing their minds, okay, when people are just losing their minds and extremely bearish is when we want to be digging in, right? That's when you want to be buying, okay? It feels weird sometimes when the sentiment is so bad and so bearish, but when you're buying when everyone else is selling, okay, you're doing the right thing. We have something over here, as you guys are familiar, called the cheat sheet. And again, when people are in despair, when the sentiment's negative, when things are down, that is when you want to be putting your money to work, okay? And then just waiting. And then, 90% of trading and investing, at least with our strategy, is waiting. It's waiting. It's easy. It's easy to sit here and say, oh, green dot, I'm going to buy. What's harder to do is to hold, okay, and wait until the trade plays out. That's the hardest part. It really is. And I've been doing this for 8 or 9 years, okay? And it's not easy to do. And a lot of people fail at trading and investing because they let their emotions take control. When you have a plan, okay, and you have logic behind it, right? The logic behind our strategy is just not to buy when things have already exploded, right? We want to buy when things are bad. We've been loading up since October, November. We were taking profits on a lot of these names. I mean, we took profits on Chainlink and Ethereum here, okay, in this area in September. Okay, Ethereum, I sold all my Ethereum at like 4,200, I think, somewhere up here. I don't know the exact price. I can't remember. It was all the way back in August. But again, now that it's pulled back and we're getting these signals, now we're bullish. Now we want to get in, right? You guys have seen the sentiment over the last few months. It's been awful. People have quit and, I mean, it is what it is. That's the market. So people fail at trading and investing because they let their emotions take control. What makes investing really easy is having a plan, having a strategy. You can have the strategy, right? You can have the idea. You can have the data. That third one right there, folks. That third one right there. Discipline, okay? The discipline, the biblical principle in our strategy, okay, is discipline. Okay? We have to remain disciplined. Okay, and that is probably the hardest one. The logic and the data, how we think about it and the data is easy. But having the discipline to not sway from the rules is the hardest part. And you will get better. You will master it over time. Okay, and if you don't like this trading strategy, you can totally make your own. But you must have a plan. Anything you do in life, have a plan. Okay, you have to be a planner. Okay, the Bible commands it. What else we got? WLK, this one's breaking out. Where was the time to buy this? Right down here. Okay, $60. You could have also bought some at 70, and now it's up here at 83. So we actually called this one out on the monthly a couple months ago. We called it out right there at 75 and right there at 50. What was that? 67. But you can see now that thing's reversing. That thing's breaking out. That looks good. So again, if you miss the signal, what you can do is come in here to the daily or the 4-hour or the hourly and just look for a overreaction to the downside, right? If this came back to 75, that'd probably be a buying opportunity. But WLK, that thing's breaking out on the monthly. That looks really good, and I think they pay a dividend. SMR, this is a nuclear energy company. I'm still not sure how I feel about these nuclear companies. Everyone has big things and praises for SMR, but they really just don't make a lot of money. Like I like to buy companies that are like making like at least $1 billion, right? At least $1 billion in revenue every quarter. They're only making about 8.24. So nuclear, I think, has a long way to go. Does it have the signal right now? Yes, it does. Okay, just like we got back here in April. So the thing that's holding me back from buying this is just the lack of knowledge of what they do and the lack of knowledge inside of the nuclear energy space. I'm just not an expert. I haven't done enough research. So, but if you're looking at it from a technical perspective, it looks good, right? It has the signal on the chart. And then Home Depot. So we talked about Nail at the beginning. So this is a home builder and supplies ETF. Let me just go ahead and show you guys something. So if you guys don't know what an ETF is, let me just break it down for you real quick here. Nail ETF holdings. Let me just type something in here. I want to show you guys how this works. So Nail is a home builder ETF. So when you buy the stock of Nail, so it is a leveraged ETF, so we don't go crazy with our position size. But you could see when you buy Nail, it's like buying all of these companies, right? They have D.R. Horton, which is one of the largest home builders in the nation, United States. Lennar, that's another big home builder company. Plute Group, I'm not sure what they do. NVR, not sure what they do. Sherman-Williams is a painting company. It's what a lot of home builders use to buy their paint, and then Home Depot. Okay, and you also have Lowe's and things like that. So when I play a sector like this, instead of just buying Home Depot, what I like to do is I like to buy an ETF, and the ETF is Nail. So when I buy Nail, it's like buying all those companies, okay, in one trade. Okay, I don't have to own Home Depot and D.R. Horton, and I'll just buy Nail and get exposure to all of them. And as the sector goes up, right, as Home Depot breaks out here, so is D.R. Horton, so is Lennar, and all those other names. But that was a big, strong move on Friday in that home builder sector. I mean, 18% on Nail, that was huge. Okay, that was huge. So I think home builder, Trump's doing a lot of stuff with real estate right now. He banned big corporations, big institutions from being able to buy single family homes. So either they're going to have to sell their homes, or I don't know what's going to happen. He also introduced a I think it was like $200 million or $200 billion bond to lower rates. So lower rates means more buyers are going to be buying homes. Right now at 6%, not a lot of people can buy houses because they're paying so much in interest and just can't afford the monthly cost. So if Trump brings that down by either cutting rates or by introducing like a 50-year mortgage, which will bring down the monthly payment, people don't really care about how much they're paying. They care about the monthly payment. So if the monthly payment's lower, it's more affordable for people to buy, which will cause, right, stock prices and things to go up. If more people are buying new homes, right, home builder ETF, if more people are buying new homes, okay, then obviously their stock is going to do very well. More builders are going to go to Home Depot and buy the products, so on and so forth. So Home Depot with a strong move there. If you were to buy this one, I'd probably look to buy a pullback maybe to 360. But I'm playing Nail personally. I think I'd rather get exposure to all of them rather than just one of them. CVR. This is CoreWeave. This is another one I'm not too familiar with what they do. I know they're an AI play. I know they have a partnership with NVIDIA, but that's about all I know. But I'm going to add that one into the favorites because, again, they're making over $1 billion a quarter. That is one of the things I look for in these stocks. And you do have the signal right here in this range at 80. So they IPO'd, and then they went all the way up to 180. Now they've had a pullback, and this is the first green dot we've gotten on CoreWeave. So that's an AI play. We got Boeing. So when price crosses, right, when the wave crosses up below zero, I'm no longer interested in buying. I should have been interested in buying Boeing right here December 1st, right around 180, 190. It's all the way up here at 234. So I'm taking that off the watch list because, again, look where the stochastic is. We're no longer looking to buy this. We're looking to sell. Okay, we're looking for a red dot, and we're maybe trimming some here because you're already up. If you bought the green dot, I mean, you're already up 25-30%. For a stock like Boeing, that's actually a big move. Morpho looks good. These guys got the partnership with Coinbase. I like Morpho a lot here. They have a lot to do with like USDC and staking. It's the platform that Coinbase is allowing you to earn like 5 to 6% by lending your USDC. So they're going to be a big name involved in stable coins. Kind of a newer name, but again, you got the signal. Again, doesn't matter how I feel or what I think about it, right? As long as you're buying stuff at a discount and you believe in the project, you're doing the right thing by buying down here. So I'm going to add that one onto the favorites. So far for the favorites, we got STX, Oracle, CoreWeave, and Morpho. And I will be sharing these with you guys here after the stream as well. What's going on, Jason? What's going on, Kevin? Yeah, if you guys want the indicators, they're right over here in the Discord. Trading indicator link. Just click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks. All these load up. All my layout, my entire trading layout loads right up into your TradingView account. Okay, if you have questions, just email me. My email's right there. We got Axon. Axon gave the signal back here in December. Where was the price? 525. It popped up. It looks decent. Not my favorite, though, for next week. DJT does look good here. We called this one out back here December 1st at around $10, $11. It popped up to 17. I took some profits. I took a lot of profits here on DJT with what I bought down here at 10. But this thing does look like it's reversing here. You got the monthly signal on this as well. So I like DJT. I like the trade. They're going to be a fusion company. They're doing all kinds of stuff. They're getting involved in a lot of different sectors. So I think we're still early on that one down there at 14 bucks on DJT. I'm still holding calls on DJT there. And I do like that monthly signal. That is beautiful. Beautiful looking signal there on DJT. MO. Looking for the green dot on MO. ALK. Again, it crossed over here. Okay, now we're not looking for the trade. That was our trade right here. Boom, 42 up to 54. Okay, no red dot yet, but it is topping out there at the stochastic. You got some resistance right here at 53, so that one would need to break over that 53 level to confirm the move higher. I'd probably be trimming some there on ALK. So it's not on my green list, guys, if this wave is not down here, right? We want to buy when this wave is down here. I don't care about these green dots up here. Don't care about these green dots right here. I want to buy the green dots down here with the wave below the white line. Okay, and again, I go more in depth on our strategy. I know we covered it a little bit at the beginning, but there's a free trading course in that Discord, in our Discord, if you guys want to check that out. Syrup, again, buying opportunity was right there at 28. That thing's moving pretty nicely. NVO broke out last week. This is one we've been holding for a while, since back here in October. We were buying around 50, I think 50 to 45 to 50 bucks. But that thing on the monthly is looking phenomenal. This is a big healthcare name, and that move honestly looks like it's just getting started. I'm going to go ahead and put NVO on there. How I would play NVO? How I would play NVO is just look for pullbacks on the daily, the 4-hour, or the hourly. Like if the hourly comes back down to like 52, snag it. But as of right now, you kind of missed your opportunity, right? We were buying right down here around 46. I mean, if you're looking maybe like a year out, this thing could definitely be trading back at 120, 140, maybe even 200 bucks. I've seen some call action on this at the 200 strike price, but I'm just very bullish on it right now. Very bullish on NVO. Looks very good for the long term. PRMB looks decent. Got the MACD crossover. Signal came right there around 15. SNYP, again, got the signal right there. Signal came at $40. I guess NVIDIA took a stake in these guys. So that one looks okay. CLX, I do like CLX. Clorox, I've been talking about this since like 90, but they pay a pretty good dividend. Their stock has been in a downtrend for the last year. We like that. We like these big dramatic pullbacks. I think Clorox right here at 100 bucks looks really good. Okay, you could buy this one right now and use a stop loss right there at 96 or 95. I think you'd be doing yourself some justice because they do have a nice dividend. I think it's like 5%. And again, the stock's been absolutely hammered here, down from 170. I mean, all-time high was 200, all the way down here. These guys sell the cleaning supplies, and their earnings look great. They're making $1 billion a quarter. They're doing great. Okay, so you could take advantage of the dividend, but also take advantage of the price action if we get that reversal here in that green dot on the monthly. The green dot on the monthly on that one will confirm the move. SEZL gave the signal at 53 there. That thing's breaking out. That still looks pretty good. This still looks pretty good. Another one you probably want to look to the 4-hour or the daily or the hourly for a little bit of a pullback. But, I mean, if you're looking out, okay, wait till the wave comes back up here to sell. This one's still a hold. But hopefully, again, if you're getting in at the right time, you're getting in on the green dot on the weekly when the wave's down here. That's the ultimate signal, right? You're in at 55 bucks. You're up 20, 30% now. OP looks good. DOW, so these chemical companies are breaking out now. These chemical companies are breaking out. DOW pays a pretty nice dividend too. They pay like an 8% dividend. We've been tracking this one since like $24. It's gone sideways for the last 3 months, but that is a breakout candle there, folks. I like Dow here. They got a nice dividend, a chemical company, just like WLK. We talked about WLK. That thing's bouncing. Okay, that's a really good looking breakout candle. Very oversold. DOW looks good. Disney crossed over the zero line, no longer interested. AI's down there, but this thing's kind of, I don't know, it's just hanging out down here at 12. Don't know too much about that one. We got Circle. Circle's just hanging around 80 right now. This is the big USDC name. I'm just waiting for a breakout on this one. It's still a pretty new stock. I do have a position on this. I bought around 67. It's at 82 right now, so I'm just looking for that breakout next week. That's another crypto name to follow, Circle. They are the issuer of USDC, which is one of the largest stable coins out there. T-Mobile looks good down here at 200. I like T-Mobile at 200. I'll put that one in the favorites. We got INJ, looks good. We got Pinterest, looking good. I could add Pinterest to the list there as well. It's still below, the wave is still below the white line. And again, it's been hit very hard from 40 down to 25. We got Polkadot. I got Polkadot in my portfolio as well. I got to do a video. I'm thinking about doing a video on Monday to just go over my portfolio. I don't know if you guys would like that or not, but DOT is definitely in my portfolio, and I'm earning around 10% APY for staking it. So I'm earning about 10 DOT a day just from staking it on Coinbase. So as we're down, right, as this name is way down here, right, I want to accumulate as much as possible. How do we do that? We do that by buying more or staking. If you guys don't know what staking is, I do have a free DeFi course over here. So there's a trading course that'll teach you our strategy of where we're buying, where we're selling. And then there is the DeFi course, which will teach you more about cryptocurrency and staking. Both of those are free courses over there in the Discord. That link is down in the comment section, in the description, and pinned in the live chat as we speak. ARB still sitting down here. Looking for the monthly on ARB. ODFL got the signal last month. Nice 10% move this week. Again, buying down here at 140. They're a freight company. Again, it crossed over on the weekly there, so we are no longer looking for a position on that. If we were looking for a big pullback there. So I'm going to put that one on the red list now. Elf. Elf is a beauty company. My wife knows what they are, but I do not. They got the signal there at around 76. They make about 300 million a quarter, but it does look like it's reversing there to the upside. If you were to buy this one, I would just set a stop loss right there at around 60, probably 65. Meta, just nah. I don't want to mess with big tech. I want big tech to pull way back. I want to see a big pullback on Facebook like this on the monthly. That was a beautiful time to buy Facebook back there in 2022 at 120. Popped all the way up. If this thing's gonna hang on, it's gonna hang on to 600. If it breaks below 600, it's gonna go into free fall, and I think that's what's gonna set us up. I'll look to buy Meta on the monthly, but not looking at the weekly here. Not looking at the weekly. Above 600 though, it looks like good support. Costco as well. I just want to see a bigger, broader pullback on Costco. It is down here below the zero line. This is one of the biggest companies in the world. The stock's just $900 right now. 45 looks like a good support level. They're obviously crushing it, making $67 billion a quarter. I mean, Costco's funny because you go to Costco to save money, but you never leave spending less than $400. Am I right? Costco is one of the best marketing plays out there because they just got everybody fooled, it seems like. 120 people on the live right now. If we can get this live stream, guys, to 150 likes, 150 likes on the live stream, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the live chat today before we sign off. All we need is 150. We've got 120 people watching live right now. If you guys can go share this on Twitter or Facebook or something like that, that would be awesome. 150 likes on the live stream. And if we can do it on the replay, I'll give 100 XRP someone down in the comment section. If we get to 300 on the replay, shout out to the Spartans. Plume, also RWA play here. I really like this down here at 0.017, less than 2 pennies. This thing was up here at 25 cents. $50 million market cap, looks good. We got Ray. Ray is in my portfolio. I have Plume and Ray in my portfolio. I bought Ray right here around I think it was like 106. And I'm staking it. You guys will learn how to stake in that DeFi course if you guys want to check that out in liquidity pools. But again, big old pullback. Okay, we went from 4 all the way down to $1. That's a 80-90% drop. Wonderful. We're interested. Radium is one of the largest plays, one of the largest altcoins on the Solana ecosystem. So they're a very, very, very utilized protocol on the Solana ecosystem. So it's a play on Solana. And again, I like it down here at around $1. TXN, no longer interested. Uniswap looks good. I like Uniswap. Uniswap is a DEX on Ethereum. Green dot right there in December at $5. Looks good. SMCI also going on the favorites. So far for the favorites, this is what we got, guys. Again, I will be sharing this list with you guys here after the stream is over inside of the Discord. But SMCI, I bought this last week as well off the signal. My plan for this was to buy it at 30. I'm expecting it to go down to 20. I think it has the potential to. I'm not saying it's going to. But if it goes back down to 20, I think it's going to sit there for like a second like it did back here in November before it popped up. So my goal was to buy it here at 30. If it does end up selling off to 20, I'm going to add to the position. But I don't see this one going lower than $20. I really like SMCI here as well off the green dot. And then we got AVAX. AVAX is another big DeFi name. That one's going on the favorites too. We got the signal. So again, last time we got the green dot, guys, was all the way back here in July. Okay, it is now January of a new year. So you got July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 7 months. It's been 7 months since we got this signal. Okay, a lot of people got excited about crypto up here. Okay, now not a lot of people are excited about it. This is the game we play. Do you guys understand? We don't buy when everyone's excited. We know people are excited when the wave's up here. Okay, why is that? Because price just went parabolic. We know no one's excited when price is down here except for us because, again, we just load up when price comes back down. And then we just simply wait. We just simply buy here and wait. I told you guys, 90% of this game is waiting, having patience. Patience, another biblical term. May the good Lord Jesus bless you guys this weekend. Okay? And once again, we want to buy down here and sell up here. We got XTZ also. Signal came right there at 45. Looks good. TAO, giving you the signal right here. Looks good. I mean, all these signals are popping up for the first time in 6-7 months. VeChain looks good. Algorand looks good. Any altcoin right now, folks, looks phenomenal. Comcast. Comcast is breaking out. Where did we buy Comcast? Back here in this area at 25. Okay, now it's at 28 and pushing up. Looking good. There's 2 VeChains on this list for some reason. Pfizer looks good. FISV. This thing got hit really hard. But it did get the green dot back here at around 61. It's sitting at 69 right now. That looks good. Hubs looks good. I like Hubs on the monthly here. See how deep the wave is here on the monthly, just like it was back here in January. $290 up to $900. That was a beautiful trade. It's pulled back. Now we're just waiting on the signal there for Hubs. Chainlink, this is one of my largest positions. Again, we're loading up down here. We were taking profits up here. Okay, loading up down here at around 12, 13 bucks, taking profits when this wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot or we get into that red zone. Again, taking profits here, buying down here. Okay, that's what we do here, folks. We've bounced off 12 1, 2, 3 times, and we're right back down to the level. I don't really get mixed up in the bull market, bear market thing. We just look at the charts. We look at the data. Like, I don't listen to that kind of noise. I don't try to tell everybody we're in a bear market. Bear markets are when you want to buy. Everyone is scared of a bear market. I'm like, I want the bear market. I want the bear market to be here. I want it to come so I could buy assets at a very cheap price. A bear market is defined by a name pulling back by 20%. So if you're looking at Chainlink and you want to say is it in a bear market, okay? It went from 28 down to 12. So a 60% correction identifies that yes, it's in a bear market, but it doesn't matter, right? We want to buy in bear markets. We don't want to buy in bull markets. Okay? We're anticipating the bull market coming. The bull market is when price explodes. And it normally happens really fast. It might last like a month or two. And then you get your opportunity to sell, and then you're out. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. If we're down here, I guess you could say we're in a bear market. If you're up here, we're in a bull market. But for some reason, everyone wants to buy the top. I don't know. Everyone wants to buy when everyone's excited because they just don't understand the psychology of how these markets move. Everybody just thinks we move straight up and down. But realistically, we move up, right? Up, down, up, down. And sometimes we go sideways. I tell you guys all the time, markets only move in 3 directions. Okay? Markets go up, markets go down, markets go sideways. Okay, we want to buy sideways, smart money. Smart money buys when there's sideways action. This is the stealth phase when no one's talking about it. Okay. And then despair. Okay. Despair is when everyone's crying, saying they, whatever, right? Maybe their wife kicked them out of the house. I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't control their emotions, or they just didn't have market cycle knowledge to know, like, hey, you shouldn't be buying up here at $20, $28, right? You should be buying when this wave is down here. If you missed it, you just have to wait until we get another significant pullback. Okay, but if you bought it $16, $20, average down. Add to your position down here. Okay, and then when this wave comes back up here, like it always does, it always has a move up. Okay, again, waves. Nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. Our job as traders is to play the volatility. Okay, I have a massive position on Chainlink right now, and it's just going sideways. So Chainlink to me is in a sideways consolidation phase here. Okay, one of these, just doing this. And pretty soon, it's going to have a big move, and then Twitter and CNBC and Fox News and all the TikTok influencers and Twitter influencers are going to be saying, hey, Chainlink, 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 up here at 32. I've been saying Chainlink for the last, 3 months, and no one cares, right? But they're going to care when it comes up here to 32, and then someone's going to ask me, hey, is it still a good time to buy Chainlink? And I'll be like, well, it's up 200% from where our signal came, so it's hard for me to say yes. I can't say yes because again, I've been saying buy it down here. As everyone's saying bear market, it's over. It's all going to zero. Okay, it's not a fun time when we're in that phase. But once you understand the phases, right, and you understand the market cycle, you get excited. Like I get excited when everyone's not having a good time because that's the best time to be buying. Okay, according to the psychology of how these cycles work. Again, they only move in 3 directions. Sideways, up, down. Okay, your job as an investor and a trader is to determine what phase we're in. Okay, if we're way up here, if the wave's way up here, okay, up here in this zone, we're up here somewhere. What do we do up here? We sell. We sell when people get greedy. Okay, and we buy when they're in despair. Okay, notice how silver, everyone's talking about silver. Why is everyone talking about silver? Because we're at an all-time high. Okay, everyone wants to buy silver now. Okay. I really don't think anyone wants to buy silver, truthfully. But there are people out there that do. And if you want to buy it up here at 80, feel free. But our signal came right here. It actually came back here in October 2023 at $22. So if it was at 22 and the wave was down here, I'd want to buy it. But again, I ain't touching it up here at $80 at all-time highs. It's just silly to me. It's just silly to buy something at all-time highs. I don't get it. Because again, eventually it's going to have a pullback. And there's probably some silver gold people on here that don't like what I'm saying right now, but silver has done this in the past. You can see back here, silver went on this big parabolic move. What did it do? It hit 50, and then what did it do for the next 5 years? It just went down. So if you didn't cash out here and buy some real estate or buy some crypto or buy some stocks or something, and you just watched your yeah, it's exciting right here, but is it exciting to watch your portfolio go back down over the next 4 or 5 years and then just go sideways for another 5 and then finally break out? I mean, people who bought at 50 back here are just now in profit, and that was all the way back in 2011. There was people buying silver here, okay? That has taken them, 15 years to get back to even? Just, again, logic, data, discipline. Logic, data, discipline, okay? I don't care if Elon Musk says it's a good time to buy silver right now. I wouldn't touch it. I don't care what anybody says. I care what the chart says, what the data says. Okay? We think logically here, not emotionally. It's better to just not even look at the news, folks. It's better to just not even watch the news or pay attention to what people are saying on Twitter. If you know how to read the chart, you show me the chart, I'll tell you what the news is. I'll tell you that everyone's all jacked up on silver right now. I'll tell you that everyone's losing their mind about it. Why? Because we just went on a parabolic move. I mean, like I said, if you bought our signals down here in 2022 and 2023, if you were buying when the blue wave was below the white line, giving you a green dot, you got in at 23. Over here, you got in at 18. Now it's at 80. Now everyone wants it. Not me. I'll pass. You guys can have your silver. I'm going to load up on altcoins because altcoins are giving us the signal. We don't. You could buy the best asset in the world. It's like Bitcoin back here, and I'm not saying Bitcoin's the best asset, but right, it's a very trendy asset. People love it right now. Okay, You could buy Bitcoin back here at 65. There were people buying Bitcoin at 65 back in 2021. It went all the way down to $15,000 from 70 to 15. So the people buying up here, how do you think they felt down here? They felt despair. Yes, despair. Okay, that feeling of, oh shit, I messed up. Okay, that was down here. Okay, and that is when we want to attack. That is when we want to make our move. Okay, simple strategy, folks. I try to simplify things, make it as easy as possible to understand. Technical analysis is real. Okay, it is real. We need to combine fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is knowing what you're buying. What does the company do? What does the project do? What is the goal? Are they going to be around for the next 5 to 10 years? If the answer is yes, and you understand the business and the project, put it on your watch list. The next step to do after that is to look for a signal, for a buy signal. Okay, we want to buy good quality assets at a discount. Okay, ET, I like ET. These guys pay a huge dividend. I think the energy sector is going to go crazy along with the real estate sector as well. I'm putting that one on the favorites. I think they pay like an 8% dividend. I also have that in the portfolio. CRO looks really good down here at 10 cents. Got the signal last week. I'm going to put that one on the favorites as well. We got HPQ selling off really hard. This is a huge company. This kind of reminds me of the Intel play here, but they make $15 billion a quarter. I think they make the printers and stuff like that, but all we're waiting for is the green dot on this one. Okay, that had a huge sell-off there down to 20. All-time high was up there at 40. Now it's down to 20. That's a 50% pullback, and we're just looking for our dot there. Solana looks good. I have a position on Solana as well right now. I'm staking Solana in Radium. Again, if you guys want to watch that DeFi course, it's completely free. You guys could do that over the weekend if you want. Completely free over there inside the Discord under the DeFi course. I'm staking my Solana with my Radium, earning anywhere from $60 to $100 a day doing it. But Solana, again, signal looks phenomenal. Every altcoin looks good right now. GDRX is just going sideways here. I still have a small position on that. It's just kind of not doing anything, but pissing me off. Hey, Solinda, welcome. Welcome to the Overkill Army on YouTube. We'll maybe take some chart requests. We're going to open the chart request thread over here in the Discord. Our chart request videos are normally from Tuesday to Thursday. I think on Monday, I'm just going to do a portfolio update for you guys, just because I know a lot of you guys track my trades. So I'm going to go over my portfolio from now on. I post all my trades over here in the Discord. We took a trade on MSTR on Friday and took a couple other ones. So I think on Monday, I'm going to start doing portfolio updates where I'm just going to go over my portfolio. And then from Tuesday to Thursday, we're going to answer your guys' chart requests. So the chart request thread is over here in the Discord. Okay, once I open this up, you guys will be able to drop your requests in, and I'll be answering those from Tuesday to Thursday. So we're live every day here on YouTube from Monday to Friday. I don't normally drop videos on Saturday, but I was out of the office yesterday. So, yeah, if you guys got chart requests over the weekend, I'm going to open this up tomorrow on Sunday. I'll be opening the chart request thread. You just come over here, you scroll down to the members area. If you're not a member, you need to become a member. Okay, it's free to join, but there is a paid version of it. That'll get you access to our trade alerts, watch list, support, analysis, member chat. You'll be able to request charts. We do giveaways and a bunch more stuff. It's $4 a month. That's less than a Starbucks coffee right now a month. If you guys want to sign up for that, and then you'll see the chart request thread. Once it's opened up, you'll be able to type your chart requests in here, and I'm happy to answer those Tuesday through Thursday for you guys here on YouTube. DNR, another real estate play. If you guys want to take advantage of the real estate sector, I'm playing this in nail for for a play on real estate. Again, it's got the signal down here, so we're just waiting for this wave to come back up here to take our profits. USO also broke out. This is United States Oil Fund. Also got the green dot signal, same one we got back here in May before we popped. Okay, same signal there, looks good. Ethereum also given the signal here. Again, guys, we're very bullish on alts right now. Loading our bags with altcoins. Okay, Ethereum, Solana, all the big names, Chainlink, they all have dots. CRO has one. I mean, it is time to buy altcoins right now. Okay, I'd rather buy altcoins down here than silver up here. Okay, that's just how we roll. If you're a real G, you would sell your silver and rotate into altcoins right now. Okay, if you're using our strategy. Okay, and we're not trying to make 100 million X. We're trying to be consistent with our trading. How do we be consistent? We have a plan, and we have the discipline to stick to it. This is Microsoft. Green dot's trying to come, I told you, with big tech. I'm looking for the monthly signals. I want to see a monthly reset on big tech. Just not interested right now. PG, this is Procter & Gamble. This one looks good. Okay, that monthly is very oversold. Okay, so this one has the monthly way down here. This one looks very good here at the 140 level. And yeah, I like that bounce right there in this range. You can see we have very solid support right here since 2023. We bounced, we bounced, we bounced. Okay, and we're ranging right now in this level. Okay, and these guys make a ton of money, 22 billion a quarter. PG looks good. I think they pay a dividend too. Let me just double check and make sure they pay a dividend. I don't want to give you guys any false information. I'm going to look that up real quick on Robinhood. Okay, so PG, 2% dividend. Huge company, $330 billion company. Huge. Beauty, grooming, healthcare, fabric, healthcare, feminine, and family care stuff. Procter & Gamble. But that one is down in our range here on the weekly and on the monthly as well. So look for the monthly to confirm that, but that one looks very interesting going into next week. Shiba's a buy as well. Pretty much any altcoin, guys, we're looking to buy right now. We got a firm here. Also got our signal back here in April. Big move from 40 up to 100 bucks. This one looks like it wants to keep going. If you're in this one, you could use a trailing stop right there at around 70 bucks. Just not down here in the buy zone anymore. We've crossed over, so we're too late to the party now. If that comes back down and gives us a green dot down here, we'll be interested. But that is ultimately our signal, guys, that weekly alert. And once again, it's not a day trade. When you buy the green dot, it doesn't mean we're going up tomorrow. It means 1 to 6 months we hold and we remain disciplined and let the trade play out. ETH BTC, I still really like this chart. This chart is just telling us that, hey, it's time to buy altcoins. Total 3, same thing. This is the total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's got the green dot. So this is every single crypto added up. I'm talking about Near, Chainlink, XRP, Solana. You add them all together. This is what the chart looks like. It's kind of like an ETF, you could say. But again, every time this comes down here, it's altcoin season. To me, altcoin season is down here. This is when I want to buy altcoins. I don't want to buy altcoins when everyone's excited about altcoins. I want to buy altcoins when no one's excited about altcoins. Okay, and there's a little bit of excitement now, but folks, this is just getting started. Okay, this took from April all the way up to August. April, May, June, July, August. 5 months, okay, from here to here. That took 5 months, okay, and we were cashing out up here in September. Okay, we sold like all of our crypto here in September. Okay, and now we're looking to buy back in because markets move in cycles. They go up and they go down. We want to buy the down. Near looks good down here. Okay, I'm going to put the total 3 on the favorites just because, again, that pretty much represents all altcoins, right? WLD also got a signal. I don't really know what that one does. This is RSG. These guys are a garbage company. This one's still in the buy zone down here at 212, but this is probably one I want to buy here a little closer to 160, maybe even 120. I just don't think this one has a lot of meat on the bone. I mean, if this goes to 260, that's about a 20% move. That's not much. WLD looks okay. ICP's got the green dot as well if you want to buy that one at 3. We traded that one from 3 up to, I think I sold at 750. It went up to 10 and then pulled all the way back instantly. But it does have another signal here on ICP. That's just a play on the project now. I think there's some better names to own. I just, I'm not too impressed with the ICP fundamentals. They say they're the most secure, most private, most decentralized platform, but I don't think anyone, as Jeff once said, cares. I don't think people really care. Slow Train, what's going on? Celinda, how you doing? Albert, what's going on, brother? Appreciate it, Dominic. Others, another altcoin index. So this is minus the top 10. So this is like everything outside of XRP, Solana, Ethereum, all the big names, minus all of those out. And this is the altcoin sector. They call it the others. So total market cap excluding the top 10. When this goes up, altcoins go crazy. And we just got our signal back there in December. December 29th is when we got that. What's up, Cole? I think so too, Randy. I think it's going to simplify things a lot for us moving forward. Okay, we know for a fact it's oversold if it's down here, right? These green dots suck. We don't want to pay attention to those. We want the ones with the wave below the white line. We got Avave. Avave's given a green dot as well. This is one of the biggest decentralized platforms out there when it comes to lending and borrowing. I'm going to put that one on the favorites as well. Filecoin got the green dot. We got Axel still just melting down. I'd probably wait for a monthly signal on this one, but 7 cents. It's trying to bottom there. Just not very familiar with Axel. LCX is another one, has the signal. Again, some of these altcoins, I just haven't done my due diligence. I haven't really looked them up. XRP has one right here. That one came last month right there at 180. Wow, it had a big pop up to 240 and then sold off. Again, we were calling XRP out back here in July of 2024 at 50 cents. Now it's up here at $2. So where was everyone wanting to buy XRP? Up here at 3. Okay, people were very excited, jacked up to buy it up here. Nobody cared about XRP down here. XRP was the laughing stock of crypto down here at 50 cents. Okay, we bought this at 50 cents. Boom, it popped all the way up to $3. It did give you the signal here. So what that's telling you is that, hey, this right here is a potential bottom at around 170, 180. 160 is where it wicked down to right there in October. So above 150, if you can get XRP close to 150, I think that's a steal. But I just think there's some better names to own. I'm just not an XRP guy. I don't know. It's just a bunch of shilling, it seems like. Everybody, these big TikTokers and YouTubes got famous for sitting online every day saying, hey, XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year. It's going to 10,000 by the end of the year. It's at $2. It's at $2. It's nowhere near 10,000. It's not even a 10. It hasn't even hit $5. So it's weird stuff. Like, to me, that's just a turnoff to me. I hope XRP does good, but I'm not on the boat. I'm not on the boat, and I might get left behind, but there are plenty of other altcoins out there that are just as good as XRP. Personally, I like Sui a lot more than XRP. I like Chainlink a lot more than XRP. There's a lot of great names out there. TTD, this one's got the signal here as well. That one's holding on to 35, very good. I still like that one. I got that one in my portfolio. Atom looks good. Atom's breaking out here a little bit. They got those staking rewards on Coinbase, but that looks good. Bitcoin dominance is struggling to get back over 60, so that's a good thing for alts. Ada Cardano looks good down here. We got APT looks good. QNT looks good. ABT looks good. I mean, all these names. Just GRT looks good. TAI looks good. That's another Solana play there. I'm going to add that one on the favorites list. We got Owl reversing here at 15. Litecoin looking good. We got Doge looking good. Doge can go in the favorites list as well. Again, we got our signal just like we did back here in April. Nice move from 15 up to 30. This one was a nice move from 10 up to 45. That was a 450% trade if you guys capitalized back in September with us. ACN, so that one has crossed over now. So I'm putting this one back on the red list because, again, we're no longer interested. We want to buy it down here. Doge, we talked about. MSOS, no thank you. SE looks good. It's got the signal. It did get rejected pretty hard there, so I like that one as long as it holds the 120. I think that one's going to go sideways for a little bit. Ondo looks good. I'm putting Ondo in the favorites. Again, we got our signals down here in December. Sui, I just mentioned Sui a second ago. One of my largest holdings. We bought this at 140 off the signal there. It's up at 180, and it looks like it's just going to keep going here. Okay, Sui is one of the fastest growing blockchains out there, and I think they're pretty much Solana 2.0. Again, everyone jacked up about it at $5. No one cares about it down here at $1.50 because they were too busy buying it up here at 5. They watched their portfolio go down 70%. Now nobody cares. The tech is still there. The project is still good, and I think they're going to do very well here in 2026. Crocs is red now. ENPH. We missed our opportunity there. Trump still looks okay. Trump coin. It's the meme coin there. SEI looks really good. I got a position on SEI. STZ looks decent. That one looks good off the monthly, but the weekly still, again, we should have been buying right there at 130. IBIT looks good. That's the Bitcoin ETF. We got HNT, still needs the signal. XLM has the signal, looks good. I'll put XLM on the list. AT&T. Red dot there. Ooh, that closed below 24. I did take a position on that. I'll see how that closes next week. I might have to close out my my position on AT&T. I was playing a bounce right here around 20. I didn't like the monthly. Honestly, didn't like the trade, but we'll see how that plays out next week. If it can get back over 24, I like it. Time looks okay. UNH. Roblox looks good. I like Roblox. I like the pullback on Roblox here from 140. That's a 50% drop here. I just want to see the signal on Roblox now. So I'm going to put this on the favorites, but I want to see the signal. If it comes down to 60, I'll probably pull the trigger. If it comes down to 60. But I just want to see that signal. Oxy looks good. We took a position on this last week as well. That's an oil and gas company, a play on oil and gas with all that stuff going on in Venezuela. GME looks good down there. CLUV looks okay. Render looks good. RNDR. This one's built on the Solana ecosystem. CCI, another real estate play here. That one sold off pretty hard there, but I looked for a green dot on that one. We got AR looking good. PayPal is way down here as well. PayPal just needs the signal. They have one of the lowest PE ratios I've seen in a big tech company. I think PayPal's an absolute steal down here. I think it's a no-brainer down here at 55. Okay, it's just taking some time to play out, but I do think this thing is going to bounce, and when it does, I think it's going to bounce hard. Okay, I'm going to put that one in the favorites as well. Oh, we got FLR, got the green dot there. They have a big partnership with XRP. If you guys like XRP, I'd look up FLR, see what they do. AMT's way down. MOH, I'm going to put that one back in the red because, again, we're crossing over the line here. Our time to buy was here and here. We missed that opportunity. Okay, we missed that opportunity. There's a lot of names. I didn't think there was this many names today, folks. Whew! We got wild card weekend this week. Anyone watch football here in the chat? Who are you guys rooting for? Yeah, MSTX is MSTR. Yep, we'll get to that in here in just a sec. I took a trade on MSTX on, I believe it was Thursday or Friday. ETHA looks good. This is Ethereum's ETF. I like that one. ARM way down here as well. This one, they make the parts for chip makers and stuff. They're just not really growing their revenue all that much. We need a green dot on ARM. HBAR's got the green dot. That one can go on the favorites list. We got STLA kind of just hanging here. That one can go on the red list. I do have a position on that right now, but mostly for the dividend, and I'm playing the options on it. I've seen some option contracts for the $20 strike on STLA there. ZBCN looks good. Again, everyone was talking about ZBCN. This is the ZBEC network up here at 7. I was telling you guys to sell it up here. Okay, I was getting roasted. This is probably the worst one of last year. Okay, those Twitter influencers, they're nasty. All those Twitter experts. Okay, and they pulled all the way back to 2. Now that we got the signal, I actually like ZBCN. I just don't know anything about the project, but I do for a fact I wasn't going to buy it up here at 7 cents when the wave was way up here. Okay, just like how the white line, how we want to sell when the blue wave is below the white line, we want to buy. We want to buy when it's below. We want to sell when it's above. Okay, if it's above, we should not be looking for a position with our strategy. Okay, that's our strategy. We don't buy up here because we know the top is coming. We know the top is near. S is just hanging out right here around 14, not doing much. But I do think this one gets a bounce down here. I got stopped out of my position, but I am looking for a re-entry on that one. That's a cybersecurity play there, and I'm going to put that one on the watch list as well. Daku looks okay. ENA looks good. ENA looks good right there at 22. We got Adobe with a red dot, but this one has the monthly. So down here at like 300 looks okay. ARB or ARO, AERO, I like this one a lot for a play on base. That one 28 cents is the support where we bounced last time. Again, the last time we got this signal was all the way back in April. Okay, what was that? 6-7 months ago? 6-7. Sorry, I don't know what that is, but it went from 40 cents all the way up to 140, 160. Now it's all the way back down here at around 54 cents. So I like AERO a lot. That's a crypto I would probably definitely consider taking a position on down here if I had some free cash. But all of it's tied up in Cetus. I think Cetus is the most undervalued altcoin on the market right here. I'm telling you guys, you're hearing it right here. I think Cetus is the most undervalued crypto altcoin asset out there. Okay, we're back down here to 2023 lows. This thing was all the way up at 50 cents. Okay, back there in November. Okay, we got our sell signals up here. It's all the way back down under 3 cents, guys. And I am staking this right now with Sui and earning like, I'm earning a ridiculous amount of money every day staking that. Okay, if you guys are into crypto, I'd highly recommend looking into what you can do with your crypto, because a lot of people just buy it and hold it. Okay, they don't take advantage of staking or APY or anything like that. This DeFi course will teach you how to stake your crypto in liquidity pools and earn daily passive income. Okay. It's beautiful. And I think CETUS is so undervalued right now. Okay. And we have our signals down here. I think it's only the matter of time before this thing's back up here at 40, 50 cents, maybe even $1. If this thing hits $1, I'm retiring. I mean, I'm done. I'm out. I'm just joking. I'm still going to be here making videos because I love doing this. I love serving you guys. And I love the community. I love the Overkill community. I think we have the best investing community online, folks. I think we have the best investment community online. There's no shilling. There's no BS. Everything is backed by data. Everything we do is backed by logic and data. We're not shilling. We're not pumping and dumping. Okay? We're not going to be 100%. We've had some losers. We've had some bad trades, but that comes with the territory. Okay? You're not going to bat 100%. If you're a good baseball player, you're going to win. You're going to hit the ball 3 out of every 10 times. Okay? And I think we hit like 7. I think we go about 70, 80% if we're sticking to our strategy and staying disciplined and giving the trade time to play out. I think we're 70 to 80%, maybe even up there at like 85. I don't know. Okay, but as long as we're buying good quality assets at a discount, we're doing the right thing. And I think CETUS, I mean, this is honestly my number one play. It's my number one play in 2026. I think this will have the largest gains in my portfolio out of any other coin. CETUS. Okay. It's less than 3 pennies. It's been as high as 50 cents. If it goes back to 50 cents, okay, you're talking about a 1,400% move. Okay, you put in 10 here, you're gonna make 140 up here, which is stupid. Bonk, that one's got the signal. Paramount selling off. I like that it's selling off here. They had an exclusive partnership with the UFC. I want to see the green dot on this one. That'd be good. I actually like Paramount. I just look for the weekly signal now that it's selling off here. I'm a big UFC guy, and they had a big partnership with UFC. And my wife and I have been actually watching a lot of Paramount lately. I've been watching the Tulsa King, and we were watching Landman, but that just got really weird. The second season of Landman has sucked. It's been awful. The first season was great, but the second season sucked. We got Zillow back down here as well, another real estate name. I like that one. We got GoDaddy selling off really hard here. I'd wait for the monthly on GoDaddy. We got Pepe with a huge breakout last week. Again, signal came when? December 1st, right there at 0.004. You made 100% if you sold the top of that. I think this one still has some room to go, a lot more room. We're just getting that MACD crossover. I like Pepe next week as well. We got Okta. Okta stopped me out down there at 80 and then pumped. But you did get a signal right there at around 80 bucks. Coinbase looks phenomenal. Okay, look at that. We took a position on Coinbase last week too. First signal we got since April. It went from 175 all the way up to 440. And you're seeing the same signal here now. So again, this is the data. This is the chart. This is not me telling you. This is the data saying, hey, potential reversal spot right here at 240 on Coinbase, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world. We got Mara also give it a signal. Okay, look at this, folks. A lot of these names are printing. Okay, we are getting what we're looking for here. Mara's on the favorites list. We got DKNG. Time to buy was right there at 30. I need to see a bigger pullback on DKNG. Snapchat looks okay. It did try to break out the 9, then sold off really hard on Monday, but I still like Snapchat for a long. I think they're a huge social media company. My stance on this is they're either going to get bought out, meaning a bigger company like Microsoft or Amazon or somebody's going to buy them, or they're going to figure it out. They have one of the look how long we've consolidated for. Okay, this looks like XRP's chart. Look at this. Okay, sideways, whoom. Sideways, whoom. Sideways, whoom. Okay, Snapchat is one of the largest social media companies out there when it comes to daily active users. Okay, Gen Z, I know a lot of you watching this are probably boomers and maybe millennials. I grew up when Snapchat just got started, and I'm telling you, all the younger people I know in Gen Z that are like, younger, maybe early 20s or lower, they're all using Snapchat to communicate. Okay, they have like 300 million daily active users. So they're not going anywhere. That is like the MSN Messenger for you boomers or something. But I do like Snapchat a lot. I still think that's this is one of those plays we've taken that hasn't taken off. It's just gone sideways, sideways, sideways. And that happens sometimes. It does. Okay? Again, market's only move in 3 directions. Sideways, up, and down. Right now, no one cares about Snapchat stock. Okay? We call that the stealth phase. When no one's talking about it, okay? When no one's talking about it, hey, that's when we're loading our bags up. And we're just going to wait. If it takes a year to go from 8 back to 80, would you wait a year to 10x your money? If you put in 100 grand down here, would you wait a year for it to be $1 million up here? Would you wait, or would you just get impatient and you didn't get the quick gain and you quit? It's on you, man. Master the emotions. That's the key. Uber looks okay. I don't really like it that much. This is another name I want to correct on a monthly. I want it to come back down here like it did right there at $23 back in 2022. Just not a fan of Uber here. Pinlink, I got a position on this as well. It's sitting right down there. Got the green dot right there at around 11. It's sitting at 16 now. I think this one's going to break out really big too. That's on the favorites. Spotify's selling off here. I'm waiting for a monthly on Spotify. I think that one's probably going to come down to around 400 there. Very overbought right now. I want to see a bigger, larger correction on Spotify here. SQQQ looks okay. UPST looks okay. Now looks good. I bought this on Friday as well. I just like how far down it is here. It's oversold. When you see that green line, that just means we're very oversold. When that purple line, that's called the RSI, Relative Strength Index, when that turns from purple to green, that is normally when, that is when things are very oversold. It just had a stock split. So, yeah, they're a big AI name. They make around $3 billion a quarter. They're making more and more money every quarter, as you could see, right? From 2.6. So this time last year was what? October. So last October. So this October they made 3.41 billion. Last October would have been right here. They made 2.8 billion. So this time last year, okay, they were making $1 billion less. When you see a company's revenue jump like that, you know it's a good company, right? You know that they're making money, right? You want businesses that are going up, right? They're making more and more money, not businesses that are losing money. ServiceNow is a great play. I'm really happy with my position. I took it and it went down a little bit, but I think it finds a bottom right here around 130, 140. If not, we'll look to buy this probably around 120. We'll probably look to add to the position. But I really like how it's setting up here after that stock split. I think it looks good. I really like that one. TEM, this is Tempest AI. I came across this one when Nancy Pelosi bought it. So if Nancy Pelosi bought it, she obviously probably knows something. That was all the way back here, I believe, in August, or maybe it was down here. I think it was in April. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi took a position at like 40. It went all the way up to 100, and now it pulled all the way back here. We're just missing the green dot, but that's an interesting AI play there with some political involvement. NNE, another nuclear energy company. DEC looks okay. RSR looks good. RR. Wave isn't quite as deep, but this is like a penny stock. This is more of a long-term play for me. I have a position on it. They had a nice pop there on Thursday and then pulled back a little bit on Friday. But if we get the green dot next week, this thing should explode. They got a partnership with NVIDIA and now SoundHound, which is another AI play. They're making the robots that are pretty much going to take our jobs. So I at least want to get a piece of that when it happens. And as long as it holds on to $3, I think RR is a great play going in next week. We got Hype. Hype's got a green dot there. Looks okay. Lulu, that's a little too high for us now. We got Hype. We already covered that. BMNR looks good. This is that Ethereum ETF. So obviously this is a play on Ethereum, but it looks good. Jasmy's breaking out here as well. Still in our accumulation zone. That one's going on the favorites. TSDD, this is the Tesla short play. If you want to short Tesla, which I don't think it's a bad idea to open a short on Tesla here. Elon Musk, please don't cancel me. But again, Tesla's way extended right now. We were calling Tesla out back here in April at $200 and getting laughed at. Okay, now it's up here at 500, and I honestly would be short Tesla here. I'd buy TSDD. We got ABTC. That one looks good. We got XCN breaking out. That had a nice move this week. off the signal there. Again, I think that move is just getting started as well. We're nowhere near our sell territory. Sell territory's up here. We're still in buy territory down there. I still like XCN for next week. We also got MSTR. I took a position on this on Friday or Thursday or Friday. I can't remember what it was. I'm getting my days mixed up because I've been traveling. But MSTR I like. Okay, I played MSTX, which is just the ETF. But MSTR has gotten hit hard, right? 450 all the way down here to 150. That's not a small pullback. Okay, that's a big 70% drawdown there. Okay, 67% all the way down. Okay, now we're getting our signal. Now we want to be loading up. Don't care about it up here. We care about it down here. VIX. Oh, man. HIMS is another one I bought last week. So, again, my plan going into this was to buy it here around $30. And if it goes down to 20, I'm going to buy more. But they are growing their revenue pretty significantly. Again, November of last year, they were making $400 million. This November, they made $600 million. That's a 50% increase in revenue in 1 year. Okay, 50% revenue increase. So they're a pretty big healthcare name, and I did take a position on them last week. I am down on that position, but like I said, I had a plan going into it. If I'm going to buy it here at 30, and if it goes down to 20, I'm just going to average down. So if I buy it at 30 and then buy it at 20, my average cost is going to be 25. Okay, and then when this wave comes back up, here's when we're going to cash out. SOXS, this is a short on the semiconductors. I did open a position on this around 3 and got stopped out. It's down here at 236. I think if it hits $2, I'd probably buy some. I do want to rotate and probably start shorting some of these names just because of how far up the market is. I don't think we're there yet, but there will come a time where there will be an opportunity to short, and I'm watching SOXS like a hawk, and that is going to be it for the watch list. So what I'm going to do is, what I'll do first is I'll share this green list with you guys. So the green list is every name we just looked at. Okay, every single name we just went over. MSTX was the bottom one, but that's just pretty much MSTR, but it's a levered ETF, so you're trading with a little bit of leverage there. It's a play on MSTR. So I'm going to share this green list with you guys. Again, that's every name that we just covered. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Actually, let me go ahead and do this for those of you that are new. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my entire watch list. So this is 300 or 400 names. Okay, this is all the crypto and stocks that I follow here. I've accumulated these over the last 8 years. So they're just all names that I like, and I think they have good fundamentals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that over here. So watch list, this is going to be from 1-10. Okay, today is January 10th, 2025, 2026. Does it say 2025 on the title on this video, or does it? I don't think I put that. So that's every single name that I watch. So you can click on that link and it'll pull it up for you. So you'll be able to see all the names that I've added to my watch list over the year. Again, there's probably about 300 names on there. So those are all the names I follow. And then there's the green list. So this is every name that we are tracking currently. Right, all of these names have the wave down here below the white line. Like the majority of these names are all down. Like these are all in our buy territory. That's why they go on the green list. Okay, and then normally I'll pick out my favorites from this list. So if it's on the green list, that means the wave is down here below the white line. Okay, so I'll share this with you guys. Green list 1-10-26. Boom. So you got the watch list. You guys can save these to your TradingView accounts. So you just come in here, you click on the link, and then you could change the color of the flag here, put it as red, blue, green. I have a video in my trading course over here that shows you how to formulate your watch list based on the green, the red, and the blue. So that's over in the free trading course. Again, course is completely free over here. You guys could check that out. And then I will share the favorites. So these are going to be the favorites for next week. So these are like my top picks for next week, going to next week. We drop a watch list every Friday here on YouTube. If you guys are not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. Smash the like, hit the bell, and let's get it going. Again, it doesn't look like we're going to get to 150 likes on the stream. We got to 104. That's still very impressive. If we can get to 300 on the replay, if you guys are watching the replay, Okay, this weekend, let's get it to 300. I'll give away XRP, 100 XRP to somebody down in the comments section of this video. So let me go ahead and share this. So weekly favorites for 110-26. Boom. And then as always, if you guys join the live late, you can always watch the replays. Again, the Discord is free to join, but under this latest tab over here in the Discord, all you got to do is click on this link, or you could scroll up and watch all our past episodes. We're dropping YouTube videos every day, Monday through Friday here on the channel. So you guys will always, if you missed the live, maybe you couldn't make it, you could always watch the replay over here inside of the Discord. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. God bless you all. We'll be back on Monday. I'll be doing a portfolio update and probably taking some chart requests from the live stream. I'm going to open the chart request thread tomorrow. So you guys will be able to type in this thread tomorrow on Sunday, and you guys will be able to drop your requests, and we will be covering those throughout next week. So go ahead and do that over the weekend. If you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing. That link is in the description, pinned down in the comments section. And once again, God bless you guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you Monday. Peace.